Okay. I now understand. I don't know if this was the best time, but I already started it now. Hello. About to get started. Hello. This is the first commenter. We got 2 people coming in. I don't want to blow out my camera stuff here. Thanks. I appreciate it. It's my first live. I'm excited. I don't even know what to talk about right now. This is gonna be fun. I'm just trying to get warmed up. I'm feeling a lot of dense energy right now. So I can't wait to start clearing that out. Let's see if I got my scissors. Is there any specific areas, chakras, that you have in mind that I can start working on? Right now, I'm just gonna bring balance, recenter our energies together. So I'm gonna bring our awareness to our right ear. and then bring our awareness through our ear to the center of our head. And then we take our awareness to our left ear and move it into the center of our head. And we're going to move it to the third eye. You said, can we talk? My left leg is wonky, so I think my root chakra has something to do with it. Okay. Does it feel like it's like numb? Like it's randomly twitching sometimes. It's becoming numb. Let me see. I say to help with that, right now, if you bring your awareness, starting from, I'll say, your left hip, and then move your awareness slowly to the back of your thigh, and then slowly move your awareness to the front of your thigh, and then move it to your kneecap. Let me see. Move your awareness to behind your kneecap on your left leg. Slowly it moves down to your calf. And now to your shin on your left leg. Move the awareness to your heel. And slowly bring your awareness to your big toe. Now I just count from there to your second toe, your third toe, your fourth toe, and your fifth toe. Then move your awareness to the sole of your feet. Hi, from India. I don't know if I might butcher it. From Ram Ram. Hello. Let's see. I'm in Michigan. So there's probably a drastic weather difference. I don't know if it's warm down there. It's still pretty cold over here. I just need to get warmed up. Okay. As always, when I first start my videos, I become a little awkward until I get comfortable. Yeah. Well, how I see it sometimes, you can feel like a cord attachment when you're in like the how to explain this. So when I go into the store, sometimes I will sit just to meditate, just to like practice having inner balance or having my mind still while I'm in a public place. So I will sit there for like an hour or 2 hours, and I would just observe the cords attaching to me, and I detaching them mentally. So like you have to like master the different body parts, because if you don't have awareness in certain body parts, someone can have a cord connected to like a body part. So that's why I brought the awareness down to the leg, because if you constantly bring your awareness, you fill out that area, because your awareness is not just up in your head, it's also down in your body, because you got to move, you have to be in your body, like move around in your body and clear it out. So like if you bring awareness to your big toe and then go back and forth from the big toe to the little toe with your awareness, keep moving it back and forth, you start to feel like the energy flow restore in your leg. Because sometimes people can have a cord attached to the bottom of your foot, but you can clear it just by using your mind, by bringing your awareness. Same thing with your hands. How I feel it, if you do it enough, when I close my eyes, wherever I bring my awareness in my hand, I can feel it vibrating until it gets to the point. So it's like almost like electricity. I feel it vibrating through my hands, and so I just go to each one of my hands. Or like you can feel inside your hand chakra, because it is possible for you to clear. It is possible to clear your own chakra just by pulling it. Like when I grab her here, I can feel the whatever was attached coming out. Like if you place your hand and like feel a little bit, you can feel the chakra in your hand and pull it out. Like if you were to place your hand in front of the screen, you probably feel the same thing if I start to like pull on the chakra. Hello. We got a few people coming in and coming out. I appreciate it. I picked this time because usually when it hits like 11 to like 12 o'clock, my energy shift. And that's when you start to see me, my hands start moving differently once the energy shift throughout the day. Or when I start listening to some music. Let's see. Because whenever I listen to certain music, that's when I really get into flow state. From that song, The 5 Hours, and that's the spirit telling me. This is whenever I listen to it, it's 11:22. I look down. Um, that's when I get into flow state, because I don't know, that song. Since the creator of the song, he said he made it because he made the song from his passion, because he had 5 hours to meet this person that he liked. And since the song was a heart-based song, it's like almost like a heart activation through music. So if I can, I'm just gonna move my leg. I love that song. Once I start listening to it, it's like I automatically shift into that state where I can just like move my energy around. I still feel blockages in my right hand. Because even though I live out here in the woods, peace by Anna Golden opens the heart chakra too. I'll add that on my notes. Let's get my laptop. This is an interesting situation for me, but in the future, I want to have like probably better lighting, and I probably won't be in the tent. But I had to take a leap of faith, so pull that. this over here. If you guys have any questions, I'm open to answer if you have any questions regarding like the Reiki or 7 cities premix 432 hertz is one of them you should like as well. Trying to get my tablet to work. It's always just before I start making videos and all my technology start to glitch out and start acting funny, and then everything stopped working. I'll get it eventually. There we go. Everything started to get laggy. Come on. You said, what does my energy feel like? Because my Kundalini is active. Life force does that. You said life force does that. What does my energy feel like? Because my Kundalini is active. Let you take. How did you get into this? Yeah, I believe my energy is affecting the technology. If you're asking like how do I get into Reiki, it started in 2022 near the end of the year, where I had a few mushroom trips at the time, and I ended up watching a video on Reiki. I believe it was oh, thank you. Force is strong and magnetic. I believe it was a Spirit Pond. He was like one of the first videos I seen, and I really felt his energy. I was like, it was like for the first 22 years of my life, I didn't feel anything. And then when I felt his video when he was moving his hands and stuff, and it was like inspiring. So furthering on after that, I end up having a LSD trip on the 1st of 2023, but it threw me off, and I became like extremely unbalanced. You know when you make a fist with one hand and how it rush out the other palm faster. What do you mean, like? Oh, like when I close my hands, is the energy start coming out this hand? Give me a sec. My energy's becoming stagnant. One sec. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, so how I feel it is since each one of the fingers, wait, will the my how I feel it is, since each one of the fingers is connected to the different part of the brain, and you place a different ring on a different part of the brain, the rings activate that, depending on what finger you put it on, activate a different part of your brain. Okay. Yeah, so on, you wear it on your ring finger, so you will feel that like on this part of your brain. And I don't have my diagram, but since the brain controls different aspects, I realize like whenever I hear like that voice, as I was describing in my previous video, like there's sometimes just before I wake up, it sounds like there's someone talking to me, but her voice is like echoing inside my head, and it feels like a laser beam is like getting beamed right here, and I hear like it sounds like something's burning on the top of my head, and and I start to hear that voice. It was telling me something. So then when I in the morning I start to feel the where the spot was on my head when I how could I explain this? I'm trying to explain something that's like in this dimension. I need to get better. I need to get better at explaining that. What it says? Notice what's starting. The more stable feel energies with psychedelic experience. The more stable feel energies with psychedelics. Right now, I'm in some figure. Okay. Yeah. I the psychedelics help me be, get into like the feel of like becoming aware of it, but it also played like it also had like a negative effect because since I wasn't balanced when I took them or took the LSD and the mushrooms, since I wasn't balanced, it amplified all the imbalances I had. So I end up spiraling out because my third eye was open, but my lower chakra was extremely unbalanced. So I became aware of every time someone would take energy. Ah, my leg. That 3,600 years ago taught me how to connect with the sun. Ooh, my leg. Give me one sec. I've been cross-legged for like an hour and a half. Ouch. Okay. Um, you said Thoths? I have an ancient text that still taught me how to connect with the sun. Um, well, how I usually is connect to the sun, I just hermetic. Okay. I know I heard something about Thoth, Atlantean. Um, I don't know. His energy is what I heard from how what's his name? Uh, Metatron from Sam the Illusionist. He have are you sure it's Thoth? Oh, Thoth and Metatron are separate. But if you want to hear more information about that, since I'm not 100% like like know exactly the whole entire story, what happened. There's this YouTuber, and his name is Sam the Illusionist, and he channeled like the story of Thoth. Okay, okay, move that. Yeah, at the time. Oh, Enoch. Okay. Yeah, at the time, I didn't have any protections when I did it. I didn't know anything about protections, so I ended up when I went to work. I was feeling everybody's energies and their thoughts because when I took the LSD, um, I I entered what was it telepathy, where for the first 3 hours, the person I did it with, um, I was talking, and then when I stopped talking, I was talking, but we was talking through like psychically connected, and that like it threw me on a loop. Yes. How Bashar said it's telepathy or telepathy because you're not hearing each other's thoughts. We're having this exact same thoughts at the same time. And that's technically what it is. Uh, I want to say that, but it showed me the possibilities of what was possible. But at the time, I wasn't ready for it. But it it was almost like it showed me where I could be at. It showed me where I could be at, but I wasn't ready then. But now that I know it exists and it's best to do it the natural way through meditation than taking the LSD. No, it was an accident. But at the time I was completely different than I am right now. I did a whole 360 and it changed me because before I would say I was asleep to what was happening around me and to like other people. I would not talk to anybody, and I worked at this job where I just work 12 hours, 7 days a week, and I didn't think anything else existed. And I had a whole bunch of negative belief systems, and that's when I had my tower moment because I ended up losing my job right after, and people start to act differently. Like everybody started to act strange. It was almost like I was um like in the in the Matrix because people start to act very like robotic. I would say the everybody start to act like weird and start talking weird, and that starts to have like crazy dreams. And they my job, I was becoming like aware, and I didn't know the term, and I did like one of the biggest mistakes ever is I started like judging other people because I can see when they was trying to like siphon energy, and then I had a negative belief system where I thought everybody was like energy vampires. Yeah, I start feeling and hearing their intentions. So what do you mean by like see? was born with that. Okay. Oh no, I only seen energy. I think so far. Well, no, I can see it a little bit, but I don't see like colors, but I see like their intentions, and it's kind of hard to say. Like my sight is different from how, and I see reality together. It is invisible, but you can catch it. Yeah, the so like situations like people try to make. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes when it's like probably like around like 3 a.m. or 8:30, the energy shifts for me. It's like the wave of energy come in, and then I get like super energized, and then it goes back down. Light is not seen, it's felt. Yeah, that's correct. I think only when you get once your third eye opens more, then that's when you start to see the colors. But I definitely like feel it. It feels like a it's like a laser beam that's coming out. It's like a constant beam that's coming out, and whenever I point it, I can feel it. Literally passes right through my head. So if I place my hand right here, I'll feel it on the back of my head moving around, like right here. I had a shaman for 7 years. That's epic. Oh, I really got to balance my energy because right now I'm feeling blockages in myself because I'm out here, but it's like I can still feel the people who's driving the cars down the road. I can still feel it. I learn how to feel the sky with my energy. What do you mean by that? Oh, okay. I learned how to feel the sky with my energy. I know there's like unlimited ways of experiencing energy, so that is very new to me. Now I reach outside the atmosphere. That's amazing. I know that auras can grow like exponentially. Okay, let's see. Have you tried shrinking your aura with a Qigong or breathwork practice? In my experience, is excellent for removing energy blockers. Yes. I usually do the affinity breath, and I just learned another part of it where I breathe in. So first I do 12 affinity breaths, circle it past, So I'll pass it through my sacred heart and then pass it to the sacred mind and then to the crown. And then after I do that 12 times, on the 13th one, I blow all the air out and then I'll hold. And then I'll do the opposite. Um, I will breathe in, but instead of going up, it'll be like this way. So I breathe in and it'll go in front of me and go down and then it go through my heart and then go through the back as a loop. And I do that this direction, then this direction, that direction, this like that. But I haven't done it right now. I should have done it before I started the video. And usually my energy get really dense with, but this always happens. Like it feels like a disconnect just before it hits 12 o'clock, but soon it hits 12 o'clock, and then that's when it shifts again for me. Guided hypnosis, Wim Hof. Yeah, I really need to get back into breathing techniques. I've been slacking. Guided hypnosis technique helps so much. Yeah, that guided hypnosis. I don't know. It's like I'm getting blanks. It's almost like something is trying to attach itself to my crown chakra. It's causing confusion. I ask Archangel Michael to assist me in clearing out my energetic field, and I ask Source Creator for a translucent ball of light to clear out my auric field. If this energy that is in my auric field is not of the divine blueprint, you have to leave right now. Where are you? Okay, I feel him. There's something differently on my crown chakra. Cause every time I try to tuck, oh, you can feel that when I do that in the crown. And it's really cool to have people who actually understand what's happening, because most of the time I walk in public, most people don't understand as a single thing I'm talking about. And I usually get like, your heart chakra must be really open. Once I clear my channel, my body, I can start doing it because I can feel it. It's like my left half of my body is I think because I didn't completely clear my aura, because I just came back from the store, and usually every time before I leave the store, it's like everybody tries to project their pain. Huh? No. I don't think it's your energy, because if it was your energy, it will feel different. Even right now, I'm hearing like cracking in my head. I got live sage, because I don't really burn it because I like the energy of it. So I just sweep it. blowing out my candles. Let's see. I really like how Alt ASMR, how she does her. You said makes your aura thicker so it's not affected by other people's energy. I need to write that down or have that memory. You said Qigong makes your plasma thicker. Yeah, I realized doing that breath work, I don't know, I'm always able to get myself way more balanced when I'm in the middle of a whole bunch of people. But then when I'm over myself, I'm always like getting thrown all over the place. But as soon as I go into a public place, it's like I know how to balance myself. I'm like, how is that thing? So what does it feel like? Because I've been going through like the ascension symptoms. Sometimes there would be like Thunder was a YouTube channel that has some great Q1 playlists. You say you feel pulling in the throat chakra. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I'd be feeling what is it like? It's almost like a lightning zap from throat chakra, and then it start to like feel like it's closing up. What I usually do is I do a lot of self Reiki, where I'm just constantly moving the energy up, because it's almost like wherever I point my hand, I can feel the nerves or the channel, and I just trace it. I trace it in my body. That's why I be doing this. But let me bring my focus to the throat chakra and see what I can do. Yes, it has improved. It has definitely improved my life. I want to become more creative with it. You said question? If it's no... wait. Magnetic right? Wait, give me a sec. I need to... I feel pulling in my throat chakra. Magnetic right. Yeah, bad energy is... It's heavy, but it gets like constricting. So like imagine if you're trying to sing a song, or you're trying to sing a lyric to the song, and out of nowhere, your voices start closing up and start cracking, and um, it's usually like an energy or a cord is connected to your throat chakra. Yeah, it'd be trying. but we gotta fight against it, or just become more allowing. Because I have a lot of coworkers at my job, and they be projecting all their type of insecurities and stuff. And sometimes I just speak out loud, or I'll do some chanting. Yeah, I'm starting to feel the 12 o'clock energy coming in right now. I can feel myself getting lighter now. I don't know. It'll go through that like this dense phase energy. It's almost like the collective, like I'm feeling the collective energy of everybody at that time zone. Starting from 11 o'clock, it gets like really dense. Then it goes into like 11 o'clock. No, 12 o'clock. Then my energy shifts. At 12:12 it shifts. 12:30 it shifts again. And then 1:30. Yeah, that's I'm talking the zero gravity moment. And that's when I usually make my shorts on the YouTube. And that's when you usually see me be able to move like really fluently. Oh, the cord cutting. I don't know. I literally just had my scissors, so I don't know where I put them. I am so unorganized. This I know recently they said this year is the main focuses is gonna be on the three lower chakras. Cord cutting. Huh. Where did I put the scissors at? Well, I guess the only thing I can do is really just pluck or. Hmm? And a lot of my styles has come from watching the other Reiki. Yeah, they always want to attach, and that's why. And they like to attach to like the body parts that we're not paying attention to. They definitely like to attach themselves to the hand chakras and the the bottom of the feet. Yeah, the light just burns it away. Yeah. Um, Here's an example of that. So a lot of supervisors that I had, they I can see that they lack confidence. So what they do, they come up to me randomly just to speak, and then I can literally feel them trying to pull on my solar plexus and root chakra, and they'll try to they try to pull on the throat chakra, the solar plexus, and the root. So they try to take your ability. They try to take your ability to speak, huh? No, not physically. So people can be talking to you. Yeah, they they be pulling on the your energy on your solar plexus root with their tensions, and then they constantly be trying to pull energy But what I do is sometimes I don't even give. I just completely ignore them. So someone talking to me, um, because it's your attention they want. They want your attention. So if you don't give your attention to them, like if they're talking to you, you don't have to be looking at them while you're doing. Sometimes they be talking to me and they're like, yeah, okay, and I just continue on what I'm doing. I don't stop what I'm doing to give them all of my attention, because a lot of times they'll muster up and they'll put a fake mask on, and then they'll project I call it a bait energy, where it's like their energy they put on you is like a welcoming um false happiness energy. Yeah, it's unconsciously. Now some people are conscious of doing it. Like there was a guy while I was doing a meditation in the store. He came up right up and he sat right next to me, and he started doing his thing where he started pulling energy right next to me. And then I confronted him like straight up, and he was like, "Well," he said, "it's getting harder and harder now to take energy from people." Like this guy was like point blank, like he didn't even hide it. He didn't even hide the fact. He just straight up and said it. Most people, if they say it to them, they'll be like, um, they try to hide it. But this guy, he was completely different. He really knew what's happening. Move any life force that is harming. Yeah, that's why I say if it's not of the divine blueprint, like if the energy is not of the light of the the blueprint of the creator, it must leave. Um, it's almost like I say it's like a command, like an angel command. Or that's why I just ask my guides, like whenever you feel like energy inside your field, you can do these meditations. There's this YouTube channel that's called Awakening You. Um, and it's the channel is ran basically by Archangel Michael, and you can really feel his energy. So when I do the guided meditations, um, like the I like to put meditations together and make my own steps. Lemurian starseed here. I think no, I'm pretty sure I'm a Andromeda. I'm Andromeda. Lemurian. I'm here from Manitou Springs, Colorado. We have a lot of healers and spiritual practitioners here. I say one day when when I be able to travel, I want to visit the other states because spent most of my life in Michigan. I live in Colorado Springs at Fort Carson. Nice. Oop, I just felt something in my sacral chakra, but that could just be energy leaving because I'm starting to feel that weightless. It's starting to feel weightless now. I've been to Florida once. Yeah, I can feel my energy coming back. I don't know. Does the video, how is the video quality on your guys' end? I had a cat. Well, it's now at my mom's, but and his name was Nugget. I'm pretty sure. Or wait, or can I do guided hypnosis to bring this? Maybe if I have a little bit more candles. I am planning to do another live stream probably in the morning, but I'm going to continue this one for a little while. Light some more candles. I'm like semi off grid. It's like I live in the woods, but I still have to go to work. Yeah. It's gonna be good until someone find out I'm over here. Then they're gonna probably be like, "You can't be over here," but I'm not gonna worry about that yet. I mainly moved out because at the time I just couldn't stand the energy, and I just had to be somewhere where I can be balanced because um, when I took the LSD, it lasted like 24 hours. But after that, like 6 months, it was just pure like chaos. It was chaotic for me because going from not feeling no energy to feeling all energy, feeling everybody's intentions and thoughts at the same time. My other job, they I was talking basically crazy to them. I was talking crazy so much that they tried to send me to a psychic evaluation place, but I passed, and they said, "Oh, you can go back to work. There's nothing wrong with you," because I knew how to answer the questions to make it look like I wasn't crazy. Well, they definitely tried. They really tried to put me in the. And so going back from after I took the LSD trip, 1 month later I took a mushroom trip. I think that's what like really set everything off. Um, because the whole month of January, so when I took the LSD, the when I was speaking words out, everything starts shaking like this. Like you can see the sound waves, and wherever the sound waves touch, it start to move, like shake. And the person I was with when I was took the LSD, that's when I realized he was on. There was only there. It was my coworkers. Since at the time I lived with my supervisor and his brother, and I found like their real intention was just to siphon energy off me. But I was like asleep, but they was pissed off because they couldn't get me to like they couldn't get me to like conform to how they were. Like deep down, like they tried to take me to uh we went down to Texas to see Rex Life Ray J. And it's crazy because the place I was at, the very exact place, 1 week later, that's when that rapper died. But it was the exact same spot. I was like, what the heck? He was literally just there. Um, See, now I'm hopping all over the place because for time for me, I'm like, oh, this connects to that, and that connects to that, and that connects to this. I'm having backstories of backstories. Yeah, usually low vibration. That's true. We all need a little bit of craziness in our life, or the world will be boring. Then everybody would just be like robotic, and nobody want to do anything new. So, going back to where I was at before I decided to like jump all over my timeline. um, so 1 month after I took a mushroom trip, and I literally thought I was like dying for a sec, because that is true. And also, they're going against free will because there's going to come to a point where the robot can, it still has like free will, and it can still be taken over. Yeah. If you watch Sam the Illusionist, you'll know the real intention why they're making the robots and the AI. Same thing with like VR. I stopped gaming too because I realized um when I played I used to play this game Apex Legends, and I used to play it like non-stop, like 24/7. And I realized like whenever I played the game, it was almost like I could feel the energy of the players in the game. Like, I know it sounds crazy. The same thing how I can feel the energy of like the same thing like the VR. Even though the person's in a VR avatar, you can still feel the energy of the person who's playing the game. And same thing with words from like a book. Yeah, because when I took the mushroom or the LSD, whenever I looked at my phone, the letters was like moving. That was turning into different symbols and re configuring themselves like really fast. Yeah, it has its own consciousness. I know there's gonna come a time where all the technology is going to go down. I don't think right now, but probably somewhere in 2030 or something like that. But I know since this technology is not made from the light. Like I'm pretty sure it was made from the light, but it's been like perverse by like energies that's not of the light. Yeah, the ones and zeros of the AI system, because then the dark reptilians and Anunnaki, gray hybrid Luciferian beings wants to take over it. But if you imagine AI and imagine sending light to it, you can stop them from influencing it. They calcify the pineal glands to create tech to control us. That's true, and there's also in the food, since they got magnetic. Since we're magnetic beings, they have like type of metal. So if you eat like um artificial meat, like Beyond Meat, like this is how I became aware of it. So we eat the low vibrational fish because I thought it was real fish, but it was artificial, and I ate it, and the the nano chips or nano technology, whatever they use, magnetic, it goes in your body and it builds up in like one of your organs. So when a person goes to like take energy, they pull on that build up. Well, I'm out. Enjoy. Okay. Uh, it's nice having you on the stream. I'm gonna have probably another live stream in another time. I appreciate it. Until we meet again. Okay, he said toothpaste classified healthier discovered that Americans stole it from. Nice. I'm gonna start doing these a lot more. Because I know this live stream was like kind of last minute. So I'm pretty sure not everybody was able. Yeah, that's why I like staring directly at the sun. And sometimes I just go like one eye at a time or two eye. Whenever I do that and stare at the sun and imagine when I stare at the sun and then I breathe in. And I imagine pulling energy through my eyes. You can feel the energy moving through your eyes through like that nerve and entering into the middle of your head. And it sounds like Rice Krispies inside your head. It goes crazy. No, I haven't. Like a flash. No, I haven't seen that. It does look brighter to me though. Yeah, that's definitely true because whenever you look into someone's eye, you can immediately feel like their being. That's why I look whenever someone is like someone's taking energy or trying to, I look them right in the eye and they stop. They immediately stop and they like turn their head. Or there's one guy he won't even look at me at all. Like whenever he come towards me, he turned his head because he don't want to look at me in the eyes. Your soul is your equilibrium. Yes, balance. Something's up there. The energy just shifted again. What time is it? I felt it. Oh, it's 2:20. Let's see if I can start feeling it. I don't know, energy feels different today. The hippocampus. I know that's part of the brain, right? Or however it's from you can see Chandler. Oh yeah, the bottom back of the head. I believe that's where the sacred mind is located. Like when you put your hand behind your head and move it up, do you feel it? Like right here? Do you guys feel that energy that's right here? Where is come on. Eyes are windows to the soul, the mirror. Come on. Why is this? Oh shoot. No, I think my tablet's broke. Come on, open up. Hello. Nice to meet you. I don't want to butcher your name. Sulama. I gotta say, I appreciate your work. Thank you. Thank you for supporting my channel. I tend to take this to the next level, whatever that may be. It's almost weightless time. I love it when the energy shifts and it gets lighter. I think it's mainly because everybody's studying or beginning to like go to sleep. It says you should post your cash app so I can be. Well, I only have my PayPal posted. I don't really have a cash app because I still owe them money. I need to pay them back. Uh, Thank you. Attached. I just realized like now when I look at my camera, my phone is no longer glitching anymore. So I can actually see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I can feel my energy shifting. I say this is also helping me because I went from being in a dark place and then spirit brought me back up. Sun and Da helped me a lot. I've been studying the Christ letters. Whenever I hear the Christ letters or hear Sun and Da, I can feel his presence. Like right now, I'm starting to feel the presence of my guides right now because my energy shift and my vision is starting to get clearer. Yeah, I'm starting to feel the energy. It shifted again. It keeps shifting. It's gonna keep shifting until it hits 3 o'clock. When it hits 3 o'clock, I usually can't go to sleep. Thank you. I know that we're all connected. So whenever like someone come into the chat, I kind of feel I can't really discern who's who, but I can definitely feel the energy. I just got the part about sharing at this time. I did this a while back and it damaged my vision. Oh, yeah. Well, I usually stare at the sun, not in the middle of the day, but at the beginning and the ending part of the day, where the rays are not as, um, I say, damaging, because where the atmosphere is not 100% like fixed. It didn't affect. Yeah. Yeah, I don't stare at it for like a super long time, but it's usually at the beginning and the ending of the day. And I notice when you do that, you're like, when you stare at the sun and then bring your attention to one of your chakras, you can flow the energy from your eyes to that chakra and fill it up. So I usually point my attention to my solar plexus, and then I have it, and I'll store the energy in my solar plexus for the rest of the day. Same thing with plants and flowers. Whenever I go in the store, I'll go up to like a plant or like a flower, since I can feel the energy of it, and I put my hand over it, and I'll just take a little energy through my arm and store it in my different body parts. I can store the energy in there. You also can take the energy from like the sun and then get a crystal and then infuse the crystal with the energy, and it will stay in the crystal until later, until you take it and like take the energy out, like you fill it up and then take it out. Watch, I got 3 second steps. Amen. See if I got this rose quartz. Wrap my hands in this. I'm going to do a small visualization to raise the vibration at this moment. So, right now, I ask my guides to lead me into my secret heart. Oh, my ears ringing. And thank you. And I ask assistance in taking the escalator to raise our vibration. I now step onto this escalator with my guides to my left and right. And now the elevator is going up past floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, floor 4, 5, 6, 7, taking off my baggage, handing it to my angels, and they're putting it on the side as we continue to go up in vibration, up, up. My vibration is now the vibration of the fourth density. Thank you to my guides. Okay, now I feel myself in a higher vibration now. I had to raise myself. I was going down, and I go back up. I gotta move my awareness. How I move my awareness. So if this was the front of my head right here, I move my awareness like this, and then we go like this, an escalator. You felt it too? So this is the front of my head. So we bring our awareness to the back of our head, the top of our head, and then we can rise. So whenever you feel like your energy going down, you move to the back of your head, and then imagine yourself going up on the elevator, up in vibration, up. And when I do that, as I'm visualizing myself on the elevator or the escalator, I can feel my energy moving to my crown. Yeah, like you feel like it feels like there's a cone right here and there's a cone right here. Oh yeah, I can also ask for my protections right now. Okay, I ask for Archangel Metatron's Q to be placed in a crown chakra. I ask for the Archangel, no, I ask for Saint Germain's Violet Flame to encircle our energetic field. I ask Mother Mary for your golden flaming rose to be placed in our higher heart chakra and throat chakra. I ask for Archangel Michael's armor. Okay. Yes, I still need to study the other archangels. I know I can feel their energies differently, but I've mainly been working with Archangel Michael and Saint Germain. Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, Like when I say their names, I can feel it different in my body. He's he did it at probably 2 p.m. probably by now. Wait, let me go back up. Did I miss something? Wait. I would say it's never a bad time. Yes, that is so true. That someone asked for Sun and Da to assist me in this meditation or this healing. And when I first like really felt Sun and Da's energy or Jesus energy, I was on a mushroom trip. That's when I was saying I thought I was gonna die when I was laying on the floor, and I actually asked like when I was sitting on the floor, I asked Jesus, because at the time I didn't know his soul name was Sananda, so I just called him Jesus. And um, how to explain this? Imagine you're staring at the wall, and then everything just turns white, just all white, and you can like the sun starts shining in the bathroom, and then everything just like clear and got all silent, and then it was like um yes, you can feel like extreme inner peace. Like if I feel him right now, it feels like he comes from right here, and then he's just like he slowly just washes over, washes over. Yeah. Oh, another candle went out. Especially I was listening to these audio books from it's called the Christ Letters, and whenever I listen to them, it's like a live study. So like when he's explaining what he went through, like how he was in a desert and what he was feeling, I feel the exact same emotions that he was feeling. So like when he was describing what it felt like to talk to his like disciples, but there wasn't understanding. When he was talking about like some of the sorrow or the happiness he felt, I immediately like felt it like extremely. And also like I can just feel like um, any chords or any energies that was like not of the light. You literally feel them like being flung off. My soul is Sophia. I need to look it up. See, I'm not all the way knowledgeable of everything. That's why I need to take notes. My tablet's not working. I guess it's broke. Come on. I don't know why my tablet is like it's all checked. I was trying. Come on. It's not gonna work. Okay. Like all I know, I have a lot more learning to do. Since I only been really doing this for like 6 months. Sun, moonstone. Oh, moonstone's my birthstone. I love Moonstone. And I love Sunstone too. But I really like Moonstone. And Labradorite. I love the energy of the diamond too. It's so it brings like clarity. I had the green crystal. What was it called? Uh, I always forget the name of this. Well, emerald is my. I think it's ruby and emerald is my ruby, emerald, and no, no, not emerald. It's just ruby and moonstone. I believe is mine. Well, we watch for the missed part. Yeah, Taurus. I'm a Cancer. Mm. Oh, my legs. 423. Capricorn. I think that is. I think Capricorn is. Is it at my North Node or was it myself? I don't know. Earth in the building. Sun, Taurus, Moon, Capricorn rising, Cancer. May I ask when did you guys start your spiritual journey? Born awake. I think when I was 8, I don't know what I was doing. I think end up going to sleep spiritually around when I was 9 or 12. Sleep paralysis and grandma. I used to always have sleep paralysis. Have you guys have any out of body experiences lately? So you died, car accident. This dreams. Hmm. May 27, 2017. I was 17. Let's see. The near death experience. That's one way to I know that weird underwater feeling. Like I didn't have a near death experience, but I definitely had like a astral projecting experience where I felt like I was in water. So you said you couldn't breathe and you didn't have to. Oh, I just felt that person's thought, whoever was driving that car, having happened. I learned the differences of strength after death, my body, my soul and body. Yeah, I see those as very I would say special ways your souls got you to wake up. That was like you probably put that in your soul plan. Let me find a very interesting way to reintroduce myself back into spirituality. Oops. I have a question. So, what do you guys think about levitation and uh what was it called? It's not it's not telepathy. Or it could be. Do you have you ever heard of Ernest Vader? Yes, something like that. Kinetic abilities. Yes. Have you ever seen Ernest Vader's videos on YouTube? Like moving that would be amazing to like learn how to like control your mind enough to levitate. Oh, whenever you guys have a chance, search up Ernest Vader or the Ernest Vader system. Um, I surrender in meditation to go deep. I've been to the Akasha workshop 3 times successfully. I don't know if I have been or not. A lot of things been happening to me, but I never really knew like the answers to them. A lot of for me it changes everything. Because I know Archangel Metatron is over the Cossack record. Time is it? Okay, it's almost 1 o'clock. Good. My energy's gonna shift again. I'm still not 100% sure of like the exact name of my spirit guides because I know there's a lot of them, but I know how I feel them. It's like they're all merged together. I know some of the names of the spiritual masters, but I also know that some of our masters are not the masters that we study what you feel. You find them. Yeah. Let's focus on the feeling. I know I know I see them in my dreams. And sometimes I know I talked about this before where they'll make themselves look like people from my job to test how I react, and then they'll transform themselves back into my guides. And because I know in the dream world, we do everything we do in the dream world, we do in well, everything we do in this waking world, because this is the dream. Everything we do in this world happens inside the dream world. I used to see the shadows move, like people move across my room when I was younger, but that has stopped for a while. But I used to see that. Every time before when I was younger, when I was in my room, it looked like if I had the falling feeling, um, the walls used to become wavy, um, and like the door looked like it was opening and shutting. And I used to wake up um, out of my body, but inside like a room with no doors, type of thing. And that used to happen a lot. Oh, I love working with the dragons. I like to work with the dragons at least most of the time. Star dance. I heard if you see something like that, it's a spirit being doing something. Yeah. Well, it depends though, because I know it's like we're like a magnet, and wherever if we think that it's something negative, then we'll pull something negative to us. But if we think if because everything's neutral, and since nothing has meaning to it, we give it meaning. So um basically you can feel like energy on you, because I realize not all energies that feel dense is negative. Some of them it could feel negative, but it's actually like when a guide gets close to you, and then that dense energy that's within your own self starts to come up. Because sometimes they can come if one of your guides come to you, or like with a higher vibration, they can pull out to the surface one of your um one of your fears, and you can clear it. Yeah, I don't really the demons, whatever they call themselves. I don't really have a problem with them. I know sometimes they come in your dreams, say like the person, she came up and she's like, "What do you think about demons?" And I was like, "You never tried to help me before." And then I told the person because she asked me what do you think about demons? And I was like, um people who's trying to hide what they who they are, and they make themselves look just like your people, you know. because like that's the only time I become aware. I usually become aware when I'm dreaming, when I'm looking in a mirror. Like sometimes I find myself looking in a mirror, and then I become aware that I'm dreaming, and then I kind of just go crazy because I'll be like, oh shoot, this is my time, so I just start flying in the air, or I just take off the ground, and or sometimes like I know one of the dreams I had like 2 weeks ago, I was laying in this tent, and I remember getting up, and I was trying to get out of my tent, but I was stuck, and I was like, why I can't move? And so I started crawling out the tent. But what I was really doing, I was crawling out my body. So I guess my top half was out of my body, but my legs were still connected to my body. So I was like trying to drag myself out of my own body because my lower half was still stuck. And so when I eventually popped out, this is what I was talking about in one of my previous videos. Um, when I did pop out, it was like the dimension changed. So I don't know if I went forward in time or back. My tent was still here. The tent looked like it traveled through time, but my outside surroundings, everything outside the tent was different. So I was laying down, and then when I got outside my tent, I was like, "Where's all my stuff?" Everything was gone, and there was like a whole bunch of construction workers, and they was digging a big hole, but it didn't seem to notice me. So I was walking around. I was looking for my bicycle, but there was, instead of a bicycle, there was a motorcycle, and my back tire to my bike was broke. But in that realm, my 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 bicycle was a motorcycle and with a missing back tire, and the tent was a slightly different color. Yeah. Oh, also another extremely interesting thing that be happening is like when I go to sleep, right? I close my eyes. I close my eyes. I go to sleep in this world, and I open my eyes. And I'm a different person, and then I just be doing something completely different. And like, and I'd be like, oh, was I doing something? Like this was the dream, and I get up in that world, and I'd be doing something throughout the whole entire day. and and I would look in the mirror. Like one day I looked, and there was a um it was like everything was old fashioned. Everything was old fashioned. So I jumped out the window. Um, and then I forgot how to fly. Like I tried to fly, and then my brain was like, "Wait a minute, I can't fly." And then I said, "Yes, I can." And then I went back and forth, so I fell down, I hit the ground, and then I woke up again in a different body. And this body, it was like medieval, like a medieval type of place. And then I woke up again. Yeah, it was crazy. Have you guys ever seen a giant geometric being that floats in the sky and he's like purple? Imagine like look like an atom, and it's moving around, and it literally just pick you up. Uh, I had a dream, several dreams where I was driving a car with no brakes and never crashed, thankfully. Yeah, I'd be having something like that. Oh, and just saying, like in a dream world, everything feels like so alive. Like I can't explain. It has like this feeling. Um, and I keep finding myself in like weird places. Like I found myself back at my old house where I used to live at, and every time I try to leave the area, it's like I came back to that area. Like every time I try to fly off, like fly away. Like I don't know how you fly. It's like you wave your hands down and then you go like you just start just flying. So I try to like I know my body was over here, but I knew where I was at in the house. So I try to fly myself back, try to fly myself back to where my body was at. Yeah, I had a past life regression with Ryan Cropper. Um, I think like 2 months ago. Ouch. Uh, my dreams are like all jumbled up. Sometimes they're being futuristic. Sometimes I see my coworkers. Like sometimes. Do you know JJ? No JJ. No, I do not. But I can look that up. Activations with JJ. Oh, they're cutting off octopus. My legs are killing me. There we go. I'm gonna definitely look that up. I'm always open to finding new perspectives and ways of learning. Like I know I was supposed to be doing Reiki, but then I get carried away when I'm just trying to talk. It's mainly because this helps me because I usually don't have anyone to talk to. Like, yeah, just name the point and I'll try to focus my attention into that area. I wish I can get some more lighting in here. Oh, it's like solar plexus and sacral. I say that's more sacral chakra. I asked for the Palladians to assist me in using gold light. Clearing this sacral chakra. Yes, I have some herbs that be helping me. I just choose some thyme and drink some lavender. Morning is the tree of life. I love lion's mane and ashwagandha. Let's do the healing and beyond style. It is okay. This is a good first test run. I'm gonna get better with time. That's what I'm gonna say. Just having one person or just two people is I am grateful for. We use some of the fire element. Probably when I rewatch this later, I'll probably feel it. Because sometimes to me, it feels like not yet, I haven't. Thank you. It doesn't even feel like it was 2 hours. This felt like 20 minutes. You're very welcome. Maybe one day with practice, I will learn how to move things with my mind, like with my hands and stuff. Have you seen that with Ernest Vader? How he's able to just move objects? Like when he had that log and he just lifted up and like started moving it around. That was epic. It's like almost all of his students know how to levitate. Yep. And I'll be live again tomorrow. I just gotta decide what time. Or maybe the day after tomorrow. Yeah. If I would have knew I could go live earlier, I probably would have went live on the full moon. It's usually the full moon and the new moon where my energy is the strongest. Oops. My candles are running out of fire. Time to light another one. Need more candles. There you go. And some sage. Take some of the energy from the fire. It's hot. Hmm. I am not familiar. I am not familiar with terminology. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you spending your time to watch my live stream. May you have a good night. Let's see. My phone battery percent is this 44%. I see you, Spirit. Speaking of that, I'm starting to feel you a lot more. Maybe because it's getting close to 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. No, getting close to 2 o'clock. Oh, I just lost all the circulation in my leg. Don't want to set my dreads on fire. Okay, back. I should have got a bigger tent. Yep, I can feel it. I can feel my pineal gland going crazy right now. Come on. Thank you, Zoe. Well, sending you light to your solar plexus and your throat chakra so that you may have security to speak your truth and have confidence in yourself. And remember, whenever you have that anxiety feeling, just breathe into your sacred heart in your solar plexus and then squeeze the bottom half of your abdomen up to squeeze out any energies that may be trying to cause a false sensation of out of alignment. That it came over, but it still made sense a little bit. And before you go to your interview, just decree that my interview tomorrow will have a will be successful and it will have a creative solution. And you also can ask your guides to accompany you while you're having an interview. And before the interview, you can imagine the person who's interviewing you, you can imagine them being surrounded with light. So when they come to talk to you, they'll be enveloped in a ball of light. So they can see you for who you, they can see your value without having um, their own negative belief systems, because the day before you imagined yourself enveloping them in light. So when you actually go over there to them, they would be enveloped in light, unconditional love. And it can be pink light because it doesn't go against free will. So you can use their pink ray on other people. I ask assistance of my dragon guides to surround our auric field with violet dragon fire. Thank you. Doink. This. Like, I see my guys are talking to me again. I look at the time. It says 2:17. They are here with me. I want to say thank you to my guides too. Yes, I 100% know how that feel. Especially like earlier when I was talking about how I lost my job. I didn't know how I was going to make any money. But I just start to be grateful and give thanks to the money that I have. And just to know that if you like completely have like trust in your guides that you know that some miraculous way it will like the money will come to you. Like for example, I had a bill that I had to pay and I didn't know how I was gonna pay it. So I had this Rouger vest that I bought the year previous, but it broke and I had an insurance on it. And I heard my guide said do assurance and claim. So I did assurance claim and they they gave me the money to replace the Rouger vest without any charge for it. Like they pay for the whole. They just gave me the 400, and I was like, and then I looked down. I seen the angel number. So that's like one of the ways that they can work work it out. I'll say that is like a small example, or that if the interview doesn't turns out the way it is, that mean there's no negative. You have to look at every outcome as a positive. Like always search for the positive in it. So like if that doesn't work out, then that mean that that particular situation wasn't meant to be, and that means there's something better. As in, I have like another example. I was working at one of my previous jobs, and the supervisor came up to me and he was shaking my hand. He was saying, "Oh, I'm gonna give you a raise" and all that other stuff. And the next day, they let me go. So then, um, it's like a test. Immediately, you start to feel like all these thoughts come in, like what I'm gonna do. I'm not good enough. How I'm gonna make money. And but then, if you realize that that's the test, then and that's the test, and that's the thoughts. And basically the low vibration energy they're trying to it's put there to test to see how you react. If you say no, I still trust in spirit. um I'm letting go all worries of what's going to happen, and just trust that now I'm taken care of. Because I remember right when I woke up there was like, you don't have to come into work today. And I heard the thoughts come in, and I was like, thoughts gone or mind clear. And I just cleared my mind. I was like, oh, what? I know what? I have a day off. And then the next day I got a call, and it was like, oh, we have another job opportunity for you. It's a little further out. And then in my head, I heard the thing, oh, it's too far. You can't get over there. I was like, oh, I'll take the job. And I was like, okay, well, how am I gonna get all the way up there in Michigan? How am I gonna work? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a tent. I'm gonna buy a tent and ride my bike over there. So that's what I did. I bought a tent and rode my bike over here. And I was like, I had to let go of thinking that it's not possible to rebuild yourself up, because there's so many tests. You have to see the test because it's all about how you react, and not externally but internally. Like your internal dialogue is what changes the outside reality. And so you have to pay attention. Literally every situation you can think of, it's all determined on the internal dialogue. So like the what's it called? Like the doubts, like not having enough money is usually like from the root chakra. And then there's like a test with like the companies and the supervisors. They'll be It's like a pattern. Yes, you can always build from nothing over and over again. That happened like quite a few times. Because I lost my job like 4 or 5 times last year. I couldn't keep a job because I kept calling everybody out. which is that was another big mistake because I kept repeating the cycle because I kept placing judgment on everybody else. You just gave me insight into something I've been wondering about personal situation. Well, yeah, it's like a lot of these jobs just like they had the same cycle, like the same supervisor for each one of the jobs I went to. There was this pattern where the supervisor who was a brand new supervisor was like his first week, and all of a sudden they just want to be friends with me. But the first time I didn't realize it. Like, so the first time it happened while I was working at the steel plant, and that's how I became friends with like him and his brother. But they was trying to get me to be in the gangs and stuff, and I was splitting off. I was like, no, because this thing when I had the LSD trip, um, it wasn't as fun because there was literally a gun. There was a gun on the table, and then the other guy who was like, when I was looking at the other dude, like when I say like, I was questioning if this dude was even human because I looked at him. His ears was pointy, his beard, everything was like pointy. His teeth was pointy, and the way he was talking, he was like acting different. They was all acting different, and they had the gun on the table, and I heard the thuds. So that's happened, but I still see the positive in everything, and that was gonna take a lot because he was like, "Oh, you have all this power, and you don't even know how to use it." And at the time, I didn't understand anything he was talking about, and he was like, he was saying some other things. He was like, "Don't go outside, or they're gonna notice you, or they're gonna see you." Now I know he's talking about. He was talking about the Galactic Federation. He's like, "They're gonna notice you go outside. You can't go outside." Because my energy when I took the LSD, my energy exploded. It was almost like I became a different person. And when he seen that, he almost like freaked out or something. He's like, "No, you can't have your energy expanded. You have to bring it back in." Like he was freaking out because my energy came out, and um that's when I discovered like I was moving like this, but I was like times 10. Like everything was like moving slow motion. Like when I walked, um, when I walked out of the house, and then to him it looked like I moved like super fast, but for me it felt like it's like when I walked the distance, it felt like 3 steps. It felt like I moved from here to over here. Like it felt like you just took like one step for like 3 steps. So it felt like I was moving like super fast. And he he was like freaking out, and he didn't want me to say this remembering that day. It was like pretty crazy. And I didn't really tell a lot of people about that part, but I was like, who idea was to put the freaking gun right there, and they was trying to persuade me to be like in part of their gang or something like that. I don't know. That's when I left them without even saying a word, and then they try to like um frame me on my job, but I ended up leaving. Hmm? Yeah, the Temptations. It was like, and he was being super weird. He was like, "Oh, I really wanted to have your body and stuff." He's "I'm stuck in this body. I've been in this house for like 10 years. I've been watching you for 12 years." I was like, "What the?" I was like, what is this person talking about?" I was like, "Oh, it's not him. It's the energy that was using him." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Don't worry. Oh, we sorry. Intimidation. Yeah, they tried to do intimidation, but my my voice, my full voice are coming out. Like I really felt like my energy. There was like I had I kept going to this pose where I had like a shield, and that one being where she have a whole bunch of arms. She's purple. and she have a whole bunch of arms. And there was another being, and she was like golden, but she had four arms. I don't know what they're called, but they was there. And then there was like this shamanic dude who was in the what's his name? He was speaking through me, right? So like I don't know what it was called, but I definitely seen this being, and she was like doing she was doing the thing with her hands, moving her hands, all the arms and stuff. Simple. Yeah, so it was almost like there was like a being moving through him, and like he was like I don't know, I couldn't tell like I couldn't tell if he, like if he was possessed or something. He wasn't possessed, but he was like moving all like differently, and I was moving differently. Like he was like how could you be moving so like fluent? That's how it's like um when I was understanding where Bruce Lee said we had to move like water, like less resistance. Like you feel that resistance, like someone else's energy, and you feel resistance. But if you let go, then you can start moving your whole entire body like fluently. And just me thinking about that thing, I just moved myself back in timeless, and I have to raise my vibration again. I asked assistance of my guides so I can step on the escalator of vibration. Ask assistance of my guides in removing and healing that past memory and raising my vibration to the fourth density. Thank you. As I on the escalator, my vibration is raising. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Bruce Lee is definitely awesome. I don't know if we have the same birthday. I don't think so. I think I might be have someone else different. I was born on July 6th. I don't know where this blockage just came from. I think since I still haven't, I think I still need to heal myself from that experience. Because talking about it, start to feel those energies come back. Those energies. I probably definitely need to re-heal myself or go back to that motion because that kind of threw me off when that happened. That whole event happened because I thought those people was actually my friends, so it was like super hard to let them all go. But yeah, that was like my spiritual awakening and rude awakening was last year. 55. I look at mine, it says 38, so the angels are speaking right now. This is a tough one right now. Oop. Shouldn't have done that. I'm probably going to get ready to end the live. We've been on 2 hours and 33 minutes. I'm gonna hope to make this a more frequent thing to do because I really enjoy speaking. You say flow like water in a confined space. Yes, I appreciate talking to you and to all the other who have joined. I'm probably gonna. It's about to be 1:44. I'll yes, it literally felt like only 20 minutes. The time flew by. So I want to say thank you. I want to close this out. I want to ask Archangel Michael to seal off any energy breaches in our energetic field. And I ask Source Creator, once again, for a translucent ray of pink and gold light to flow through our feet and through our crown and circle back to you to clear our auric field and give us protection from any energies that is not ours so they may harmlessly bounce off our auric field. Thank you, Source Creator within. I'm Rashawn. I am light. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.